Estimate the value of irrational numbers. Lesson 2 notes, example number 3. Plot each irrational number at its approximate location on the following number line. So this example is very similar to example number 2, except our number line is just a little bit different. So if you didn't already do this, please pause your video and write down the decimal numbers for each of those square roots. Okay. So before we plot them, let's round each to the nearest hundreds. The 6 would push the 1 to 5.2, or sorry, 5.92. For this one, the 5 would push the 9, and remember, if you push a 9, nine plus 1 would become 10, carry the 1, that would be 8. So this would round to 4.80. For C, it is a 4 that follows the first 4, and it doesn't push it, it stays the same. So this would be 6.24. For D, in the 100 spots is a 7. Following it is another 7. So that 7 would push the first 7 to an 8. So this would be 5.48. Right, so now we're going to plot these points on the number line. Now, again, it's still going to be easy if you think money. When you're plotting these, if you think money. We all know money and understand money, so it's easier if you think money. Think of it as $5.92 or $4.80, $6.24, and so forth. Now, the number line is a little different, though. All right? So if this is 4.7, that's like $4.70. And this would be 4.75. This would be 4.8. This would be 4.85. So it's almost like each little line, or each line would represent 5 cents. And from here to here would represent 10 cents. Okay. So let's start with the 5.92. 5.92. Well, 5.92 would be between 5.9 and 6. This was technically 5.90, and this is 5.95. So the 5.92 is 92 closer to 90 or 95. It's just a little bit closer to 90, so I would put it almost in the middle, but not quite, just a little bit closer to the 5.9, and label that A. Now, when we rounded B, we got 480, but it's not exactly 480. So what I'm going to do, like here is our 480. It's not exactly, it's just slightly under it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my point kind of on the 480, but also just slightly in front of it. And that would be B. Again, I put it kind of on the line, but slightly in front of it as well. C, 6.24. 24 is really close to 25 cents, so think of it as 6.25. Well, this would right here would be your 6.20, so this would be 6.25. It's really close to 6.25, so again, I'm going to put my dot right in front of it, kind of touching it, and that would be C. We'll label that C. Last is 5.48. So if I think of that as 48 cents, that's really close to $5.50. So $5.50 would be right here. It's really close to it, but not quite there. Here would be 5.45. So I would put that right about in here because it's closer to the 5.50 than the 5.45, but not quite touching it. And that would be D. All right, that is it for example 3. If you have any questions, let me know.